Hey everybody, it's Kevin Pangle at Live World Bass Fishing. How you doing? Hey, thanks for coming along. Appreciate you guys all coming in and checking out what we're doing today. Yeah, first of all, if you like what you see, please go down and hit like, subscribe, and share. Share it to all your fishing buddies out there. So what we're going to do today is we're going to talk about Carolina rigs. Carolina rigs for smallmouth in particular. Right now we're going to chase smallmouth all the way through the end of the fall. It's first part of August actually. We're not in September yet. But from here and through October, first part of November, we're going to get out and bring you some more smallmouth fishing. But right now, it's all about how-tos, little tips and tricks that I've had success on. Dan and Skillings and myself, we've been fishing together for over 20 some years, and we make a pretty good team. But some of the stuff he's come up with, and we fine-tuned it, so we're going to share it with you today. But what we've done is redefined how to catch a smallmouth, and we've kind of narrowed it down to a certain length. We like to keep our leader. That's really works well for us, and I'm going to share that with you today. Just again, some simple tips and some simple tricks. If you haven't Carolina rigged for smallmouth, maybe this will help you get out there and start dragging around. I've caught a lot of good fish on it, 3 to 5 pounds, a lot of fish on it actually. And anyway, like I said, hopefully this will work for you. Check it out and give it a try. For on the Columbia River, you can go up to ½ ounce. I like throwing a 3/8 ounce. I can get it down there, and a lot of the water I'm fishing in is rarely am I fishing anything deeper than 25, 30 feet. Most of it might be anywhere from 10 to 20 feet, and the 3/8 does well. And even in some of the current we get here, it works well. Now you're going to notice I painted these red. Just a little trick, just get the little look out there that the smallmouth usually don't see. And we know, they do like that red in hooks. They like it in baits and everything. And so this just gets their attention down there on the bottom. They'll come check it out, and that bait will come behind it. Okay, so we're fishing along. We're out on the Columbia. The wind's blowing. It's rough, bouncing all over the place. But we're getting bit. We're catching good fish on the Carolina rig. And the Carolina rigs, you drag it along, you drag it through the rocks, and you're going to get hung up. It's going to snag, and you're going to break off. So let's just pretend, boom. I broke off, I reel in, everything's gone. Everything's gone. So all I have is my braid. I've got my 15-pound Power Pro braid. So I'm going to grab out a egg sinker, put it on the braid, get my number 8 bead, boom, got that. And then I already have my leader material already rigged up. I take one of these off, come down to my number 8 or number 10 crane swivel. I'm going to go Palomar knot here again. It just allows to make such a quick knot, and it's a good knot. There we go. I'm going to have a lot of leader material here hanging. So you just bring it up. Bring it through, wet it, boom, done. So I went with a hook, leader, swivel, bead, and an egg sinker. And I'm all ready to go. Put a bait on there and cast it back out. Start catching fish. Now I'll carry 2 of these in my plain old tackle boxes. The reason I have 2 of them, one is all these leader materials are set up with a 2/0 hook, and all these are set up with the 1 hook. That way I'm ready to go, depending if they're hitting the brush hog or hitting the lizard or they're hitting the Cinco. I'll have everything set up. And I like throwing the Gamakatsu extra wide gap number 1 or a 2/0, depending on the size of the bait. This is for the baby brush hog. This one I like throwing the 4-inch zoom lizard or the 4-inch Cinco. I throw my Carolina rig on this g-loomis G2. Now, I've had this one for quite a while, and I really like the action on this and the sensitivity. This is the 852 spinning jig and worm rod, JWR. It's a 1/8 to 3/8 ounce, 6 to 12 pound test. Really good action rod. I also have one in the GLX. I rig both of these up for my Carolina rigs. I'll have 2 on the deck. One I'll have with the larger hook for my brush hog, and another I'll have with a smaller hook with my 4-inch lizard or a 4-inch Cinco. And I pair it up with the, it's a Shimano Stratic 3000 FJ. I've got a lot of these reels, just because they're durable and they hold up and they perform. I just don't have any issues with them. As you can see, I've got, I'm all spooled up with my Power Pro braid. Now here's what we'll do. So we'll throw this out, make some good long casts with this. Throw it out and let it hit the bottom. It's going to take long for that 3/8 ounce weight to get on the bottom. Reel up your slack and you just start dragging. Just reel it up and drag. That's all you're doing. You're just dragging that weight just bouncing along on the bottom, and in behind comes the bait. You're going, and all of a sudden it's just going to be a tick. Now sometimes they'll just clobber it and about take the rod out of your hand, but most of the time it's just a tick. You're dragging it, reel up your slack, dragging it 3 or 4 feet, reel up your slack, you're going to feel a tick. Just reel up your slack, start to lift up again, you'll feel the weight of the fish or you'll feel them resist, then you just come back all the way back with the hook set. And then the rest is get the net, Dan. So that's the setup we use for Carolina rigging, and it's done really well for us. Again, if we're throwing the Ned, we'll catch them on a net or a tube. We'll catch them on that, or a top water, or a jerk bait, or a crankbait, or whatever they're biting on. But there's just some days where those things are just not producing. But yeah, you can pull out a Carolina rig and you start dragging it along, reel up your slack, and thunk, and you just set the hook, and it's a lot of fun. And hopefully I'll bring you some action on that. But again, this is all just about tips and tricks. And the Carolina rig is pretty basic, but the key is light wire hook, floating leader material. Yeah, I paint my sinkers. Maybe I might get a few more bites. And then have your leader material already put together. And then you can just get ready. And when you go fishing, you're not going to have any delays, and you can just catch your fish while they're hot and heavy biting. So I hope that helps. I hope you find it beneficial. I hope you get out there and give it a try. Come back and make some comments on this video. Let me know how you're doing, if you're catching any fish on the Carolina rig. I'd like to know, and yeah, let's just keep sharing some of this stuff.